Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 7 de Cognition. Mal começou o segundo episódio e Sully já foi sequestrado por alguém que deixou sua orelha decepada no local. Erica, então, assumiu o caso do macaco sábio, que era de Sully, e cujo modus operandi é bem esse. Ventilação.
A place like this has central air? Didn't see that coming. This vent is missing a screw. No good. I can't open it with my bare hands.
Nós temos encontro com a Cordelia.
Hello, Erica.
Hi, Cordelia. Cordelia was there that night. I knew I'd seen her before. Cordelia, this is hard for me to say. I don't even know where to start.
Try me.
I remembered something from the night that my brother died. I knew I had seen you before, but I couldn't place it. 3 years ago, you were here the night he was murdered in this cemetery.
I know. That's why I tried to find you at the FBI office. I remembered seeing you here that night, too. When I realized who you were, it was horrible. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't a problem my coming by the office. I just didn't know how else to contact you.
It's fine. It's just been a busy few days. I can give you my cell phone number if you ever need to contact me again.
Thank you.
O que está fazendo aqui?
What were you doing here?
I was visiting Max's grave.
And how did you get close to the crime scene?
I was sitting here, and I heard a gunshot. I didn't know what it was, so I called 911. Minutes later, I saw the commotion, the police cars, and I got closer. A police officer asked me to leave, but before I did, I saw you. It was you.
Por que foste até a central?
You didn't need to come to the office to tell me you remembered me. Why were you really there?
I wasn't sure I wanted to say it. I feel kind of dumb. It's just... Recently, I felt unsafe at my apartment. I started noticing a man hanging around. I don't like how he looks at me. After I realized who you were, I remembered something. That night you were here, I think I saw him here too.
What? Cordelia, what do you mean?
I can't be positive. He looks different. There are scars on this guy's face, but I swear I remember those eyes. It might be him, but more importantly, I'm afraid.
If that man is really... I can't check it out myself right now, but I can get a car over there at least. Someone to keep an eye on things until I can get there myself.
You'd do that? Thank you so much, Erica. I live at the Enthon Towers by the Charles River.
You did the right thing. I'll get over there myself soon, I promise.
Cordelia.
You said you took over the business from your brother. What do you do?
He owned and managed some properties in the city, so now it's what I do. I'm not nearly as visionary as Max was, though.
Sounds like good work.
Not quite as interesting as being an FBI agent.
Interesting, yes. Good for your blood pressure or psyche, that's up for debate.
That sounds like you've had a bad day.
You could say that.
Do you want to talk about it?
A friend of mine was taken by someone this morning. I don't know where he is, but I know he's hurt badly and I have to find him.
That's awful. But you sound determined. I'm sure you'll find him.
Just finding him isn't good enough. I found Scott, I found Davies, and I was too late to save either of them.
I know what it's like to lose someone close to you, Erica. You care about this friend of yours a lot, don't you?
I do. More than I've let him know. But there are things I haven't told him about myself. I wish things were...
Simple?
Exactly. Something normal. Something that isn't messed up. But I'm starting to think there is no not messed up in my life.
You sound a lot like me sometimes.
E o seu irmão?
What was your brother like?
Max... He was the real star in the family. Brilliant. Everyone loved him, and he was always kind to me. We lost our parents when I was still young, but he always looked out for me and made me part of the business. I wasn't really qualified at the time, but I tried to be for him.
It sounds like you were really close.
We were. I miss him so much, even now. I know he's gone, but there's still this hole where he used to be.
Well, same with me and Scotty. I'll hear a joke I know he'd love, or see a movie that's right up his alley, and sometimes I forget for a minute that I can't tell him about it.
Those are some of the best minutes, though.
Rose.
I talked to Rose. You were right. She's been a big help.
She's a good woman. I'm glad it worked out.
What kind of pain did she help you with?
Oh, it was... She helped me deal with Max's death. We'd just moved into a new place before it happened, and I wasn't dealing very well with it. I felt like I had no one else to turn to, no one else who understood what I was going through.
Oh. Well, glad she could help you. I was lucky I had people like John and my dad after Scotty died. I can't imagine going through it alone. I need to get back to my case. I'll let you know when I've got a car at the towers.
Thank you so much, Erica. If there's anything I can do, even if you just need to talk again, you've got my number.
I might take you up on that. I like not feeling quite so... weird.
Eu vou lá na Rose perguntar se ela conhece essa tal de Cordélia, que ela pestanejou antes de dizer o que a Rose fez por ela.
Hey, Rose.
Hello, my dear.
Não, ela não pergunta da Cordélia.
I'm gonna get going.
Goodbye, my dear.
Tábua de Ouija.
Looks like Rose put out a stack of Ouija boards. While I can now admit there are some supernatural things in the world, I still refuse to believe that Parker Brothers has harnessed the spirits of the dead and packaged them in a game board for mass production.
Berkeley College.
Berkeley College of Music is here.
You must be Special Agent Reed.
I am. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Dean Chapman.
Of course. Now, how can I help you?
I need some information on a former student, Kelsey Gardner.
Kelsey Gardner. Oh, yes, the missing girl. Has she been found?
Not exactly.
Oh, that's a shame. What can I do to help, Agent?
Daniel Chapman, the Dean of Students. Although with that jacket, he looks more like a professor. He should be able to tell me more about Kelsey and why she dropped out. I'd be more surprised if he didn't have a few of these in his office. Wow, is that cello signed by Yo-Yo Ma? Damn! And a guitar signed by the Beatles? That had to set him back a lot.
Vou pegar pra mim, então.
I can play a little piano, but I'd be embarrassing myself playing in front of him. Isn't that one of those really swanky hotels in Dubai? He keeps his desk neat. Inbox, some blank office of the dean's stationery, phone, and a computer. Ugh, that thing's a mess. Paper sticking out, overstuffed drawers. It's like the university equivalent of shoving things under your bed. The drawers are labeled personnel, finances, coursework, and miscellaneous.
Is there something you need from my files, Agent?
No. Sorry. Office of the Dean of Students, Berklee College of Music. Official looking stuff. May I take a copy of this?
Well, do you need it for something?
Dizer a verdade.
Not really.
Then I'd rather you didn't.
Vou conversar com ele.
Dean Chapman?
Hello, Agent Reed.
Me fale sobre o decano.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've been the Dean of Students at Berklee for the last 5 years. Before that, I was a professor here. I taught in the strings department, as well as some composition courses.
How much interaction do you get with the students now?
Well, I make the effort to meet all of them at the very least. I still teach one course a semester as well, and of course a few students do their work study in the offices here.
E sobre a Kelsey?
What can you tell me about Kelsey?
Not much, I'm afraid. I try to get to know every student, but with so many of them, it's hard to know some more than passingly. She was brought to my attention while the police investigated her disappearance.
Asking why she dropped out.
Yes, financial problems, a real shame. She lost her merit scholarship after 2 years. Her grades dropped, and then she dropped out during her junior year.
Empréstimo estudantil?
Why not try to get a student loan?
I'm not sure. I think she tried, but she wasn't able to get one.
Então, o que aconteceu?
Then what happened to her?
I'm not sure, I'm afraid.
Problemas financeiros.
Why did she have so much trouble getting a loan?
Well, you'd have to talk to a creditor for those details, but it's always an unfortunate situation.
College doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't, but the college has costs to cover as well. No magic wand to wave, as it were.
What about her family? They couldn't pay?
Well, I don't know what her family's situation was.
Sobre as aulas.
What classes did Kelsey take?
Most of her classes were in performance and composition, specifically singing.
Did she ever take any classes with you?
Oh yeah, she took one of my composition classes.
So you must have known her from that.
Those classes are rather large, you must understand. Now that I think about it, I do remember her being in my class, though she wasn't the most involved student.
Outras vítimas.
I'd also like to ask you about 2 other Berklee students. They were recent murder victims.
Oh, yes, of course. Has progress been made in either of their cases?
We believe they were the victims of the same killer. Actually, I'm pursuing the possibility that Kelsey Gardner killed them both. I need to know if there was any connection beyond them all going to school here.
You really think she might have killed them? Kelsey? My God, I would have never thought.
You said you didn't know her very well.
No, but I'd be shocked to hear that about any of our students. I'll help you however I can.
Luke Jensen.
Luke Jensen was a recent graduate. Do you know if he and Kelsey had any classes together, or if they were friends?
Well, I'll check our student records. No classes together. They didn't live in any of the same dorms. Oh, here we are. It looks like Kelsey was tutored by Luke in her freshman year in composition.
Were those one-on-one sessions?
Probably. Small group sessions at most.
How did she do in the class?
She got a B that semester, but in later composition courses, her grades fell. Her last grade in that subject was a D.
Sounds like the lessons didn't stick.
Colleen Lavery.
Colleen Lavery was still a student here. What can you tell me about her?
A bright young woman, very talented singer. Her death was truly tragic, and what was done to her was just awful.
Any connection between her and Kelsey?
No classes together. The merit scholarship that Kelsey lost was awarded to Colleen the next year.
Would Kelsey have known this?
Well, it's possible. Some scholarships announce whom they've been awarded to.
Os amigos.
Did Kelsey have any friends I could talk to?
I don't know what her social circle was, but I could put you in touch with her old roommate.
I'd appreciate that.
Homelin, could you please contact the former roommate of Kelsey Gardner? Agent Reed would like to speak with her.
Certainly, sir. I'll have her information ready for when Agent Reed is done.
Those are all the questions I have for now. Can you think of anything else I should know about Kelsey or either of the victims?
No, that's all I can think of.
If you think of anything, contact me. Thank you for your time, Dean Chapman.
Yes, of course. Good luck, Agent Reed.
Kelsey's old roommate, Melissa, lives here. She's not home. I left my card and told her to text me when she's home. McCoy?
Red?
O caso do macaco sabe.
What do you know about the Wise Monkey case?
Sully was working it and now he's part of it?
Yeah, and I'd like to fix that, so a little help here?
Same as you, Red. I know it's on the file. If you're looking for where to start, check out his desk. He's probably got some notes that maybe didn't get on the database yet.
Kelsey.
Here's the prime suspect for Wise Monkey. A 21-year-old college dropout named Kelsey Gardner. It looks like the murders have been about revenge.
Think she might have found out he was on her case?
She must have, but who knows how. He's been on it for barely a week. Tough part's gonna be finding her. I've got an old address, but she hasn't been seen in almost 5 months.
Maybe someone she knew back at school will know where to find her.
Caso de Davis.
Are you still on Davy's case? McAdams took me off it.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we learn anything new, Erica. You found her. That's more than anyone else here could manage.
Found her too late. I'm gonna put everything I got into finding Sully. But McAdams really pisses me off.
Join the club. Look, Davies was his friend too. You're not the only one who wants to find this asshole.
McAdams.
So, McAdams hasn't changed a bit. How long do you think he'll stay?
Probably just until Davies' murder is solved. He's better suited to D.C.
Well, considering how fast he got out of here after Scott died, I think he agrees. So why filling up here?
The top brass says go, you don't ask questions. All right, you do, but McAdams doesn't, even if he doesn't like the assignment. Besides, he knew Davies for years. He wants to bring in her killer.
You almost make him sound like a half-decent guy.
He doesn't have your spirit, Skippy, but that doesn't make him a bad person. Try not to piss him off too much, huh?
No promises. I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
McAdams?
Agent Reed?
Torres Anton.
I need a BPD car sent over to the Enthon Towers.
Why?
A friend of mine. She thinks someone may be stalking her.
Then she should call the police and file the complaint with them. Focus on your case. I shouldn't need to stress that Agent Sullivan's life depends on it.
About that interagency request.
The answer is still no, Agent. Stop wasting time and get back to work.
Damn it! If I tell him what it's really for, he'll never sign anything. I'll get back to it.
See that you do.
Hey, Gwen. Any news?
Not really. Sorry.
Pingente em forma de guitarra.
Was this guitar charm one of the ones in evidence?
No, none of them were guitar-shaped.
This one's new. Interesting.
Formulário de petição interagências.
I need an interagency request form.
Here you go.
It looks like you're buried in paperwork.
I'm so busy I haven't been able to get these forms to McAdams to get them signed. He's gonna be so mad at me.
Thanks, Gwen.
Ah, ela tem que oferecer ajuda e levar as coisas lá para assinar.
Let me bring the stack in for you, at least.
Would you? Oh, thank you, Erica. You are a savior.
No problem, Gwen. Thank you, Gwen.
Anytime.
Soma o formulário com o montão de papéis.
I'll just add this one on top.
Ela nem precisou preencher. Assine esse montão de coisas sem ler aqui, por favor.
Here, these are from Gwen for you to sign.
And why are you bringing me these?
Because Tess quit. The evidence room was robbed, and she's going gray trying to keep everything together out there on her own.
She has her job, you have yours. But fine, give her this one, she can get the rest later.
Me deu, pelo menos, aprovado. Formulário interagências firmado. Basta entregar para Gwen agora?
Here are some of those forms, Gwen. I think he said to bother him frequently about getting the rest of them done.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Thanks, hon.
And could you fax this to Officer Jonathan Duffer at the BPD for me?
All right.
Thanks, Gwen.
Hello, Erica.
Hi, Cordelia. It's all sorted out. There'll be a police car outside the building soon. I'll get there when I can, but in the meantime, if you see that guy, let them know, okay?
Thank you so much, Erica. I feel safer already knowing you're looking out for me.
I'm glad I could help. I'll call you later. It's from Melissa, Kelsey's old roommate. She's back at her apartment.
Nova mensagem. Olá, senhorita Reed. Sou Melissa Carúbia. Agora estou em meu apartamento se você quiser vir falar comigo.
Hello? Miss Carubia?
Who is it?
Special Agent Erica Reed, FBI.
Yes, of course. The Dean's office called about you. Namaste, Miss Reed.
It's Agent Reed, actually.
Of course! My apologies. Please, have a seat.
Gratidão. Gratiluz.
How long has that thing been blinking 12 o'clock? All I can see is that bright purple chair. Where do you even find one like that?
Bongozinho.
For a drum circle, no doubt.
Toalha úmida no chão aqui.
Sure, yeah. The floor's a great place for a wet towel.
Aparador.
That's a weird way to arrange dresser drawers.
Cômoda.
Hey, this bureau's actually pretty nice. Under all that clutter. How'd that happen?
Estantes.
Man, this place is cluttered. These things are all packed with books, trinkets, jewelry boxes, papers, folders. Who knows what else?
As bonecas da bar aqui, ah não, são fotos.
Artistic endeavor or just decoration?
Poster.
Jaunty Abyss features DJ Abhorrence. That was the DJ name used by Nick Stewart, one of the other victims.
Posters.
These are all for local bands and clubs. The ceiling lamp is kind of pretty. Wait a second. Did she make that out of a hookah?
Mesa de café.
The second-hand coffee table. A college standby. Mine was never covered in tarot cards, though. This girl is the hippiest hipster I've ever seen. Empty water glass. Does this girl pick up anything?
É uma pergunta retórica, né?
A flute. No, wait, that's a recorder. They taught us how to play Three Blind Mice on those in 3rd grade. What exactly is she going to music school for again? Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course!
Cartas de tarot.
Those look well used. She must be pretty into the spiritual occult stuff. Wouldn't surprise me if she knew Rose, actually.
Caroço de maçã.
Ugh, she couldn't be bothered to throw it out when she was done. All organic apples, no doubt. I'm not here for a panty raid.
Me fale da Melissa.
Can you tell me about yourself, Miss Carubia?
Melissa's just fine. I'm a senior at Berkeley, studying composition and music therapy.
Music therapy? They teach that here?
Oh, yes! It's a wonderful program. Music can be a powerful healer and helper for all kinds of people.
If you say so.
Kelsey.
What can you tell me about your old roommate, Kelsey Gardner?
Poor girl. She was so bright when we met. Then it all fell apart on her. First, she lost her scholarship, then her work study, then she got refused for a loan, then she dropped out. We lost touch after she moved out. Is she all right? Did you find her?
Not yet. What was she like?
She was nice, but she had a hard time deciding what to study. Very unfocused. She even tried to get a club DJ to teach her how to spin once.
And the last time you talked? What did she say then?
It wasn't good. Her aura was an angry mess.
Angry about what?
Oh, a lot of things.
Problemas financeiros.
What do you know about her financial problems?
Kelsey couldn't afford to pay tuition after she lost the scholarship and got fired from her work study. No loans, no favors, and her family couldn't help either. She was really mad at everyone. I was given her spot in the chamber choir and she was so mad.
Was that the last time you talked to her?
One of the last. The very last was when she moved out and couldn't pay her half of the rent that month.
That must have been a strain for you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I forgot. Her boyfriend paid it off for her a few weeks later.
Ela tinha noivo?
Who was Kelsey's boyfriend? Joey.
Joey. Last name?
I don't know. But he worked at the post office down the street.
I was just there yesterday, actually. Joey. What does he look like?
Oh, brown hair, blue eyes. He had a very nervous aura.
Sounds like the clerk I met. Weird. What else do you know about him?
Not a lot. He didn't talk to me much. He was always focused on Kelsey. He loved her so much. I don't think she was quite as into him, though.
Do you know if they were still together when she went missing?
I don't know.
Trabalho universitário.
What was her work-study job, and why was she fired?
She worked at the dean's office. She said it was unfair that she was fired, but I don't know why it happened.
The dean of students? Daniel Chapman's office? He didn't say she worked there.
She did. All of sophomore year, maybe longer.
When was she fired?
A month into junior year, I think.
So much for not knowing her.
Contato.
Have you had any contact from Kelsey at all since she disappeared?
Like, from beyond?
Beyond what?
Beyond, you know, spirits.
Of course.
Yes, I think Kelsey might have tried to contact me.
Through the spirits?
Ha! No. There was a package outside my door this morning. It had a charm in it, just like this bracelet she used to wear.
A silver charm? Where is it now?
It's, fudge. I know I put it somewhere around here, but I forget where. I'll have to focus and seek guidance from the spirits. But it works better when I'm alone.
You do that.
DJ.
You said she was trying to learn how to DJ? Who was teaching her?
DJ Abhorrence.
I've heard that name before.
Nick Stewart.
Was his real name Nick Stewart?
DJ Abhorrence isn't?
Was he close with Kelsey?
She knew him better than I did, but the lessons didn't last that long.
Adeus.
Thanks for your time, Melissa.
Namaste, Miss Reed. Please, don't touch me while I'm seeking guidance.
Sorry. I need to find a way she'll let me touch her.
Eu vou ter que arranjar com a Rose baralho de tarô para levar para Melicinha.
Thanks for your time, Melissa.
Namaste, Miss Reed.
Ela pode pegar o tabuleiro Ouija? Pode. Ah, ela vai dar tabuleiro para Melissa.
How much for one of these Ouija boards, Rose?
Is this something to help save your young man?
Hopefully.
Then it's on the house, my dear. Besides, I have another pile in the bag.
Muito obrigadinho, viu, dona moça? Apareça sempre.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course!
Tabuleiro Ouija. Tabuleiro para ela.
Would using this help you remember?
Perfect! This way we can confer directly with the spirits. Spirit of the Ouija board, please help me remember what I was doing before the package arrived, so I can remember where I put it. This morning I was... What was I doing?
Onde ela pôs? Que... Não, ali conta onde ela pôs o copo d'água. Aqui ela pegou o pingente. R$ 7,35, R$ 7,54, R$ 8,35 E aqui não dá para saber qual horário. Ah, 8:03. Tá, então é yoga, água, maçã e correio.
If I help her remember what order she did things in, maybe she'll remember where she put that charm.
Thank you, Spirit. That's right. I got the mail, and then I put it in the red jewelry box.
Where's that?
On the dresser. I put things I find or that I'm borrowing here. How silly that I couldn't remember. In the red jewelry box. On the dresser.
Kate G. Did this key belong to Kelsey?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
What a surprise.
Yes, she gave that to me the last time I saw her. She said it was in case she ever lost hers.
Did she tell you what box it was for? The number is scratched out.
She did. It's, drat, I don't remember. Oh, but we could ask the Ouija board.
I'll see if I can find out on my own.
Não aguento mais a música do tabuleiro. Pianinho.
A silver piano charm, originally left with Heather Ann's body, but then sent to Melissa. Did the package say where this was mailed from?
No. I think it was hand-delivered, no stamps or anything.
Do you have the envelope?
Sorry. I already recycled it. Why?
Melissa, you're in danger. Charms like this have been found at a number of murder scenes, and Kelsey is the prime suspect.
Kelsey? No. Oh, she would never.
There were a lot of people she was very mad at, and you might be one of them. If there's somewhere else you can stay for a while, you should.
Yes, I have some friends I can stay with.
Good. If you see Kelsey or feel you're in immediate danger, call 911.
I will. Thank you, Agent Reed. I hope you find her, and that none of this is her doing. I can't imagine she would kill anyone.
Agora, seu tratante.
Hello, Agent Reed.
O senhor está preso. Me acompanhe à chefatura. Kelsey trabalhou aqui.
He's already denied knowing her well, but if she worked here, it would probably be in his files.
Chave do correio. Vou ter que ir primeiro na agência do correio, então.
It'd be really helpful if I knew which post office box this thing opens.
Não adiantou nada vir aqui, então. Vou pegar os arquivos.
Is there something you need from my files, Agent?
Yes. I'd like to see your personnel files on past work-study students, specifically Kelsey Gardner.
What?
Forget to mention something earlier, Dean Chapman? Like the fact that Kelsey was working in your office as one of your personal assistants for over a year? Care to explain yourself?
You can't go through there without a warrant.
Lying to a federal agent is not something we take lightly. You'd better explain yourself now, Dean Chapman, or I'm going to a judge for a warrant for your arrest.
Well, I didn't want to look like I was connected to her.
O que você tinha com ela? Está conectado? Ela, tudo no mundo tem uma ligação.
You are connected, and now you look guilty as hell.
Agent Reed, I had no further connection with her, and you have no proof that I did. And furthermore, I am not permitting you access to any files without a warrant. Agent.
Você teve só uma aventura com ela, então?
What happened with you and Kelsey, Dean Chapman? Maybe you were having an affair. Should I ask your wife about her?
No, God, no, I would never. Look, she was mad when she lost her scholarship. She blamed me for losing it, and I pointed out that her grades, of course, did not support her keeping it. I even referred her to a lending institution to apply for a loan.
And you never said this because...
When she disappeared, I didn't want anyone to think I was involved. I wasn't. I haven't seen Kelsey since she dropped out, and that's the truth.
It's something, but it's not enough on its own to go making threats. He'll probably continue to say she never worked here.
Não, ele já confessou que ela trabalhou aí. E o John não está mais aqui agora?
That's where Joey was yesterday.
John nunca trabalhou aí.
Can I talk to you?
That's what they pay me for. How can I help you?
Gracinha muito sem graça. Cadê o Joey, o dono desse guichê?
I'm looking for a man who works here named Joey.
Joey Gothals.
I think so.
You and me both, lady. He ditched his shift today. Didn't even call in. I get called in instead.
Have you called him? Has anyone been by his house?
They called, sure. No answer, or he'd be here. And I doubt anyone went to his house. Why?
I need his address.
I can't just give you that.
Deixe-me mostrar aqui. Não posso mostrar. Kelsey.
Did you know Joey's girlfriend, Kelsey?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know him that well. We just work together.
That's all for now.
Okay. Bye.
Mostrar minha identidade aqui. Vai tremer na base agora.
I'm an FBI agent, and I need to speak with Joey about a case. Give me his address or get your boss.
Crap. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Is he in trouble?
No, I just need to ask him some questions.
A chave aqui do apartado do correio.
I need to find out which one is Kelsey's first.
Chave, envelope e aqui embaixo.
Number 303. Got it. .303. Here it is. No one's opened this in a while. There's actually dust in here. Just one unopened envelope addressed to Kelsey. A screwdriver? What's that doing here?
Para abrir a ventilação de casa. Abriu o envelope.
It's a typed letter, no signature. Your threats are worthless, Kelsey. No one will believe a dropout over me, and if you keep this up, I can make your life hell. You'll never get into another college, and you may never even find a decent job. Put an end to this before it's too late.
Carta que o diretor mandou para ela. Mas eu tenho que pegar o resto das provas que estão lá na ventilação. Chave de fenda. Mas não trancou a porta, devia ter trancado antes.
It's wicked dusty in there. This envelope's been sitting around for a while. Nothing written on it. But it feels like there's something shaking around in here.
Vamos ver o que tem no interior, então.
Why would Kelsey hide this? A memory card.
Já pode ir lá acusar o diretor com aquela carta ameaçadora que ele mandou.
Dean Chapman?
Hello, Agent Reed.
Posso usar essa carta com esse envelope? Não. Esse outro envelope.
The Dean wrote this? So that's what he's hiding. Want to tell me what you know about this letter? It was sent to Kelsey.
I have no idea what this is. It, seems quite serious, though.
You're certain you don't know anything about this?
No, Agent Reed. I've never seen it before.
O bonitão foi despedido.
AFK. Terrence must be working the crime scene at the Old South Meeting Hall. Something about a bright red fire alarm always makes it look so tempting. I don't have a reason to do that right now. It looks empty without the big guy around.
Agent Reed, how can I help you?
I wanted to say goodbye to Davies. Everything happened so fast I didn't have a chance before.
You know my rules, Agent Reed. No contamination and no private visits before I've finished my work.
Right. The autopsy report must be happening soon.
I have paperwork to take care of. Please, show yourself out.
Sorry to interrupt.
Ah, por isso que eu vou ligar o alarme de incêndio agora.
This ought to give me some privacy. Now I need to get out of sight.
Preciso me esconder.
As if I'm not busy enough already. Should have expected it.
Better move fast. That must be Davies. Sorry I was such a pain in the ass sometimes, Davies. You were good. One of the best. I wanted to hate you for closing that case, but you were right to do it. And if I hadn't have been so tired because I was still working on it, I might have gotten there in time to save you. But I'm not gonna stop until whoever did this is behind bars. I promise. If I'd just gotten there sooner. Gallagher did the autopsy already. Her neck broke rather than her strangling to death. Small mercy. Oh, looks like I'm in luck. She left a tape for the recorder here. I'm sure she won't mind if I borrow this without asking. At least with her eyes closed, she looks more peaceful.
Ah, o desenho aqui, a tatuagem.
That's the same tattoo that was on the hangman. This has to mean something.
Uma foto. Sacaram na foto?
There. That'll help me do a search on it later. Psi is the 23rd letter of the Greek alphabet. It is often used as a prefix signifying subjects that relate to the brain or soul. For example, psychology. It is also used in words relating supposedly supernatural phenomena, as in the word psychic, or the word scion.
Falei que era o símbolo da psicologia, eu já sabia.
I recognize this now. It's the Greek letter psi. I should compare this to the picture of the other tattoo and try to figure out what it means.
O que significa já verificou, né?
There's a blank tape in it.
Ah, uma fita virgem. Ela vai gravar alguma coisa em algum lugar.
Agent Reed, what are you doing in here? There was a fire alarm.
Was there? I didn't hear anything. I was in the bathroom.
The whole time?
Hey, I don't ask what you do in there.
Damn it, Reed, you are wasting time. Mine, yours, and might I remind you, Agent Sullivan's. Get your ass back on the job while you still have one.
I am doing my job. If you don't like it, fire me.
Don't tempt me. If I find you stepping out of line one more time, you're looking at a suspension. If you're lucky, get out there and find Agent Sullivan.
Fine. Joey Gothals from the post office lives here.
Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.